So do you resell stuff?
Yeah, I do.
So you know what's good and what's not?
Yeah. Somewhat. There's so much stuff that you can resell, it's hard to keep up.
Now, what do you sell more on eBay or?
Yeah, eBay, mostly eBay, some Facebook marketplace. Yeah, shipping and all that, yeah. That's it's a lot easier than most people think to ship stuff out. It's the barrier for a lot of people when it comes to.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to do it.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy. Yeah,
yeah, it's not rocket science, you know.
Once you get the hang of it.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing, it's tough having a garage sale.
I honestly think this is probably the number one thing that holds people back from starting a reselling business, selling on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, whatever it is. And I'm not gonna say it's the easiest thing that I do. It's probably one of the most difficult things that I do because it just takes some time, and there's certain things that you have to do when it comes to shipping stuff out. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go ahead and go through everything that I use to ship my stuff out. The thing is that this is not rocket science. And as you go on, it just gets easier, and I would not having to ship stuff out deter you from starting this. Reselling really could change your life. And honestly, if I would have started reselling a long time ago, I would be way more ahead in life than I am now. Because it's just so easy to get into, such a low cost of entry, and you can literally start reselling with just a couple $100 and go from there. The first thing I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys is bubble wrap. This is probably gonna be the most costly thing that you deal with, man. I use both I think these are medium-sized bubbles, which are pretty large, and then you have these small bubbles, which are pretty small. I use both of them, and depending on what I'm actually shipping is which one I'm going to choose. And sometimes I use both, but I get them from American Bubble Boy, and all the links to all these products will be down in the description. And you're also going to need a roller tape and a tape dispenser, as well as a measuring tape or tape measure, whatever way you want to call it. And then also a box cutter. And I prefer these box cutters that come with the little resizing tool, because this right here saves you so much money when it comes to shipping, because you can resize the boxes to make them smaller to save money on shipping. And another thing that you are going to need is a shipping scale. I prefer this Accutech shipping scale. That way you could place this down and have this way off to the side and have bigger items to put on here. It works really well, and you are definitely gonna need a shipping scale. I think this one was like $25 or something like that. It's cheap for what you get. I've used this one since I started. I haven't bought another one, and it's working just fine. And one of the biggest items that you are gonna have to purchase at one point, because you do not wanna use just a regular printer to print out labels. You can do it that way, but it just takes a lot more time to tape up the labels on the box, when you could just have a label printer like this Off Nova one right here. This one is actually the Bluetooth version that they have, and I actually work with the Off Nova brand, so I have a 20% discount code for one of their products, which is this smaller one, and this one's actually only like $60 to $70, and with the 20% off, it's even cheaper, man. The one I just showed you is the Bluetooth version. That one's running for like 130 to 140. But I would just stick with the cheaper version. That one is wireless, but I haven't used the wireless feature since I've got it. I got that one like 2 years ago, and it's been working like a champ ever since. They did end up shipping me the smaller version, and it's working just fine. I've been using it for the last week or two, and it's working like a champ. It's very fast. And for $60, $60 to $70, plus the discount code that I have down in the description, you cannot lose, man. It's just gonna save you a lot of time. And this is one of the things that I will always recommend, man. This makes my life easier. It will make your life easier. You need a cop one. You don't have to have the Off Nova brand, but you definitely need one. And trust me, you'll love it. You'll thank me later. Just go ahead and cop one. All right, and I do use a few poly bags for a lot of my stuff. I just put it in poly bags, man, with bubble wrap, and it works. This small one, nice and teal green. You could get in all different colors. I'm not sure exactly how much I pay for them. I think it's $15 to $20, but I'll put it down in the description. It's a smaller one. I think it's 10 by 8 or something like that. And then I also use these big ones right here. These right here are bigger. I think these are 15 by 16 or something like that. I am not 100% sure. Like I said, I'll link it down in the description. But you are gonna need poly bags. These are very cheap. You get like 100 of them for $15 to $20. Last me at least a month or two, and you're gonna use them a lot. So I would definitely invest in some poly bags. And you cannot forget the packing paper. You are going to use this very often. You could get a very large pack on Amazon for very cheap, and you're definitely going to need packing paper. It's a must, so go ahead and grab yourself some packing paper. The good thing about the post office is that they do provide some shipping supplies for absolutely free, and I use them a lot more than you would think, and they're absolutely free, man. Like, these shoe boxes fit just about any shoe. I use these the most, and it doesn't have to just be shoes that you put in there. The padded flat rate envelope, anything that fits in there, it costs $8.40. And then we have the medium flat rate box, which costs $14 to ship anything that fits in there. I don't use this box very often, but sometimes it does come in the clutch. And you also have this medium flat rate, which is shaped like a rectangle. $14 to ship anything that fits in here. So that does come in a clutch sometimes, especially if you do free shipping like I do. What I showed you is what I usually keep on hand. That works for about 90% of what I sell. That I do have larger items sometimes, and then I just go to Walmart and Lowe's to find boxes for that. Like this small Lowe's box that I actually have an Xbox bundle already packed up in there, ready to ship as soon as it sells. That's what I do. That's a little trick that I do want to provide for y'all. Just go ahead and pack the stuff up as soon as you get it, especially bigger stuff, and just go ahead and pack it up. That way you have it all set as soon as you sell. What I wanted to leave you with for this video is that shipping stuff is not rocket science. It's not easy, but it's not hard, man. After a while, you will get used to it. As long as you have some of the items that you need when your stuff sells, like the bubble wrap and the scale, you're gonna need for sure. With $100, you could probably get all that stuff and be ready to go. So don't let shipping deter you from starting this, man. This has changed my life, and it probably will change your life too if you do it correctly. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, make sure to stay on your grind and make that money, baby.